Dear students and teachers, welcome to my channel. Based on the request from many, I have made this video to share the information what I have collected from many senior resource persons which will be beneficial to many students and teachers. In this video, we will be discussing the question paper pattern and the possible changes in theme based marks distribution and sample blueprint, then the calculation of internal marks for this academic year, and 30% reduced syllabus for this year's exam. These are the things we'll be discussing in this video. Students and teachers, Maths Passing Package, unit-wise important questions, then model question paper based on 30% reduced syllabus, then application level questions, Math Fest video series, and Math Fest questions. All this will be uploaded in my channel. So, do subscribe the channel to get all these packages for this year's SLC examination 2021. We'll discuss 30% reduced syllabus. The completely deleted units for this year's exam are real numbers, polynomials, probability, and areas related to circle. Now, the deleted topics from the unit triangles are proof of SSS criteria, SAS criteria, and converse of Pythagoras theorem, but statements and problems related to it are completely retained. You can expect the problems for this year's exam. Then substitution and cross multiplication method and equation reducible to a pair of linear equation are deleted from the unit a pair of linear equation in two variables. Then assume mean method and step deviation method are deleted from the unit statistics, and completing the square method is deleted from the unit quadratic equation. Moving to question paper pattern, we had 6 mains. The first main is multiple choice questions, that is 1 mark 8 questions. Then second main 1 mark questions of 8 questions. Then third main 2 marks 8 questions. Fourth main 3 marks 9 questions. Fifth main 4 mark 4 questions. And sixth main 5 marks 1 question. The total number of questions is 38 and the total marks is 80. This is the question paper pattern we have followed last year, and related to choice based question. In 2 mark question we had 2 choice questions, in 3 marks we had 4 choice questions, and in 4 mark we had 1 choice questions. This is what the last year's question paper pattern is. Now we have a question: is there any changes in the question paper pattern for this year's SLC exam? The answer is definitely no, because question paper pattern changing is a very long and tedious process. In this short duration, it is not at all possible to change the question paper pattern for the benefit of teachers and students. Hence, there will be no changes in the question paper pattern. Theme based marks distribution. In mathematics, we have 7 themes. Theme 1, number system. In that, we have the unit real numbers. The marks allotted for the unit real numbers is 4 as per last year's theme based marks distribution, but this year this unit is completely deleted. Therefore, the new allotted marks for this unit is 0. That means We are not expecting any questions from this unit. Now, this was the last year's question paper. What I analyzed, we used to get 1 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question from the unit real numbers, but for this year it is 0. The theme to algebra, the units are pair of linear equation in two variables, arithmetic progression, polynomials and quadratic equation. Then the total marks allotted for this theme is 26. Marks distribution in the exam paper was 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 6. But the unit polynomials is deleted. Therefore, the new marks allotted will be 0. Therefore, as per my assumption, this year we can expect a total of 25 marks for theme algebra. Theme 3 trigonometry. The units are introduction to trigonometry and applications of trigonometry. The total allotted marks is 9. As per last year's board exam paper, the distribution of marks are 5 plus 4. Now, this year we can expect a total of 11 marks as 5 plus 6 unit-wise allocation of marks. Theme 4 coordinate geometry. The units are coordinate geometry. The marks allotted for this theme is 5. Then, as per the board paper, we were expecting 5 marks in total, but this year you can expect a total of 7 marks from this theme. Theme 5 statistics and probability. The units are statistics and probability. The unit probability is completely deleted. Last year's total marks allocation for this theme is 9 marks, that is 6 plus 3. Now this year we can expect a total of 8 marks for this theme. Theme 6 geometry. The units are triangles, circles and constructions. The total allocated marks for this theme is 17 as per last year's theme based mark distribution. This year we can see the increase in the marks allotment as number of concepts are more in this theme, so we can expect a total of 20 marks. Theme 7 mensuration. The units are areas related to circle and surface areas and volumes. The total allocated marks for this theme is 10 marks, that is 4 plus 6. The new allocated marks can be 9 as one unit is completely deleted. The deleted units are real numbers, polynomials, probability, areas related. So a total of 17 marks we got from these units. Now 17 marks will be distributed to other units based on the number of concept the chapter possesses. How the internal marks is calculated and how many formative assessment tests should be conducted. As per the information, but it is not official statement, do wait for the circular from the board. Until that, you can follow the last year's rule. As per the information what I have collected, there will be 2 formative assessment. For each formative assessment, we have 2 activities, that is a total of 50 plus 50, that is total 100 marks. The internal marks calculated will be 20% of 100, that is 20% of the total marks scored by the student. Example, if student A scores 95 marks out of 100, then 20% of 95 is 19 marks. His internal marks will be what? 90 marks. Or you can just divide the marks scored by the students out of 100 divided by 5. This will give you the internal marks scored by the students. Teachers, again I am stressing that this is not official information from the board, but as per the senior resource person and the messages which are passing in many groups, there will be 2 assessments. I've prepared sample blueprint. From the arithmetic progression, we can expect 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 marks, a total of 8 marks. From the triangles, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5, total 10 marks. From the unit pair of linear equation, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4, a total of 10 marks. From the unit circles, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 3, that is total 5 marks. From the unit construction, you can expect 2 plus 3, that is total 5 marks. From the coordinate geometry, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, a total of 7 marks. From the unit quadratic equation, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. From the unit introduction to trigonometry, you can expect 1 plus 1 plus 3, which is equal to 5, total marks 5. Applications of trigonometry, you can expect 2 plus 4, that is a total of 6 marks. And from the unit statistics, you can expect 2 plus 3 plus 3, which is equal to 8 marks. From the unit surface areas and volumes, expect 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4, which is equal to 9. This is a sample blueprint which I have prepared. But remember, you don't get any official blueprint for the exam. This is just for my reference. You can refer this based on the number of concepts in the unit and the weightage of theme based marks. At least try to prepare 2 to 3 blueprints on your own, so that you can expect a maximum marks from these 3 blueprints what you have prepared. But from the last year, the board has officially announced that it will not provide any blueprint for the exam, just it will be theme based marks. Based on the theme based marks, you can prepare the blueprints on your own, which will be beneficial for the students as well as the teachers. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully the videos are useful.